I'm super excited that you've come through to this free video training. Now, this training is about the 5 shifts to lose weight and keep it off for life whilst taking back control of your health and feeling 10 years younger. This is about doing it the healthy and sustainable way, something that a lot of people are having problems with and struggling with because sustainability is super important. One of the reasons why you're probably here is because you've tried a diet in the past, you've tried to lose some weight, but you haven't kept to it, possibly. So I'm going to teach you the sustainable way how to do this. So just to make sure you're in the right place, who is this workshop for? This is for you if you're short for time, you live a busy life, but you need help to make a positive change right now. This is also for you if you've tried dieting, Weight Watchers, eTrim, Slimmers World, Herbalife, Keto, and all these many diets that basically has made your weight keep coming back. This is for you if you want to have your old self back again, that place where you were before having children. And also if you've been making all the wrong food choices, bad habits, eating emotionally, and your body and energy is paying the price. Now, we all understand that we have to have energy and strength. To have that, we have happiness and vitality for you and your family, and everyone benefits from the best version of you. Now, you as a busy mother, if you're out of shape, stressed and sick, this does have a knock-on effect to your family. Now, maybe you can relate to this because it's not easy being a busy parent in this day and age. Your children need you to be healthy, strong and in shape. And they need you to be a great role model, and you need to lead by example. This is super important in this day and age. As we all know, our children, and maybe if you have children, you're noticing that they are watching you. They are looking at you all the time. And as we know, children don't always do what we tell them, but they most definitely do what we do. They are following us, they're copying us. So being a good role model to them is super important. A lot of women come to me and say, Lee, I am not showing up how I should. I'm making bad habits with my food. I'm not moving around enough. I'm not playing with them enough. I don't have the energy to do it. I need help. I need to make some changes. So that's what this workshop's about, is getting you to become a better version of yourself, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Now, my promise to you today is you're going to discover how I've helped hundreds of busy professional women just like you lose 10 to 30 kilos of unwanted, unhealthy fat and keep it off long term. Now, this is whilst dramatically increasing your energy and your health and your body confidence. And you're going to do this by only working between 90 to 120 minutes per week. And this is by following a realistic nutrition plan that does not feel dreadful, painful. It doesn't feel horrible to follow like most diets do. And it basically feels motivating and a fulfilling experience. And this is what a lot of women get wrong. They try these fad diets, which basically sets them up to fail. And I'm going to be giving you exact examples of this in this workshop today. Now, do you wake up every morning wanting to fit back into those designer jeans and tops that sit waiting for you sitting in your closet? Do you wish you had more energy to get through the busy day instead of feeling tired and just plain exhausted? Does carrying the extra weight around and being out of shape worry you? Are you concerned about your health right now? Is it pulling you down? Do you want to be a good example and a role model to your children? Maybe you're overwhelmed and confused for all the information out there. You know, there's a lot of fad diets and a lot of things to take in. You're trying to be sold all different things, which basically, you don't know where to start. You're confused and you're overwhelmed. Now, maybe you've tried all these strict low-calorie diets, juicing, low carb, and these meal replacement shakes that you can buy, but nothing is working for you long-term. Your weight keeps coming back. And have you given all your time and energy and everything to everyone else around you over the recent years, and you've put yourself last on the to-do list? And now it's time that you truly want to change. There's something I want to be clear from the get-go, because a lot of times women feel guilty because they can't have the body they want or achieve the goals they want, right? So they live with what they have to put up with. And 9 times out of 10, whether you have kids or not, you're probably extremely busy. But as you can see from this picture, this mum is pretty busy, right? So, it's not your fault, the reason why you're out of shape. You have a lot going on with work, with kids, with activities, with all sorts of things without making the whole list. I'm a father, I have 3 kids, I'm running my own business, I'm extremely busy, I look after many clients all over the world. I know how things get. But the thing is, as I mentioned, it's not your fault that you're actually out of shape. You see, if you're struggling with your weight and concerned about your health and you want to have a strong, fit, healthy body and be a better version of yourself, the real problem is that you just have not understood the correct steps to put this in place. right? You're overwhelmed. You've got a lot of things going on in your head, a lot of things going on in your life, and you're putting yourself last on the priority list. That's the reason why you've got out of shape. I'm not saying you can't concentrate on your family or your kids anymore and give them any of you, but we have to get the right balance, or else you're never going to get back to where you want to be. Things will just keep getting worse. You've probably been trying methods that are simply non-effective and not sustainable and not designed for you and your busy lifestyle. Now, many of my clients that you will see today in this workshop, you'll see pictures come up if you don't mind me showing you, is simply because I want you to realize that these women were just like where you are right now. They actually found this training, they watched this training, and then they later realized from watching this workshop that they were not getting what they want following the path they are following. All right, things were just getting worse for them. So they realized that the importance of making these shifts and changes that I'm going to be showing you right now in this workshop is what they needed to do. That's when the magic starts to happen. And that's what I'm going to be teaching you right now. So once you've made these shifts that I'm going to show you, you'll double your energy and feel happy and motivated again about your life. You'll have a strong, toned, slim body that you'll be proud of, healthy and fit. You'll wake up each morning seeing this belly fat that you have, if you have some right now, melt away each day in the mirror, and the clothes fitting your body in all the right places. And as you can see, one of my clients, Glenda here, wrote the other day, I just have to say I'm loving this program. I feel happy, energized, motivated, and capable. 9 kilo lighter so far, it says. All right, this is her just starting the program. I think she was in her 6th, 7th week. Right, so this is what people are saying on a regular basis. Very busy mother, 2 children, busy working professional, working from home right now, of course, during the pandemic. Got out of shape and come to meet me to get back into shape again. So you need the right process to move forward. Once you get it right, you can jump out of bed each morning, ready to take on the day, feeling alive, strong and energetic. Maybe that's not you right now. You'll eliminate all those annoying food cravings and sugar addictions, and you'll have complete control over your energy and body once again. And you'll be able to fit back into those clothes that you love to wear without feeling fed up and depressed when you open the wardrobe clothes because they no longer fit you anymore. This is something that people tell me on a regular basis. Mothers come to me and say, Lee, I have so much nice designer clothes sitting in my closet waiting that fit me 2 years ago, and I cannot wear these anymore. So I have to buy new, larger clothes, which of course is, let's be honest, pretty depressing. As you can see my client here on the left in the black dress, I'm going to tell you her story in a minute, which is pretty impressive, and hopefully it'll motivate you too. So who is Lee Skinner? I specialize in helping busy professional women take back control of their health, their bodies, and their body confidence to become better versions of themselves. Women that have spent years focusing on everything else, their work, their family lives, all their responsibilities. You know, we know how that works. And basically forgetting about themselves along the way, forget about their health. So I help basically women just like you get back on track and focus on number one once again. Because we have to do that if we want to see a change. What you'll find is where you are right now is often because you haven't done that. You've given all of your energy, everything else to your work, probably to your boss, to your family, to your kids, all these different things going on, but you've really left like 5% to you. And that's where things go wrong. So just a quick intro about me. I don't really like this part, but I have to do it. I've got 23 years of knowledge and certification experience in helping busy professional women. That's what I've done over the last 23 years, working online for the last 7 years now. Before that, I was a PT working in different countries, helping people get in shape, of course. I'm a certified internationally recognized personal trainer, health and fitness and nutrition expert. I've helped hundreds of professional women just like you all over the world transform their lives through my online programs, Level Up Elite Transformations. And I'm the owner of Level Up Elite. And I'm a proud father of 3 wonderful children. Right now, at the moment, I'm living in Sweden with my Swedish family, my Swedish wife. But maybe you can tell from my accent, I'm from London. Now, I want to share these shifts with you. These are the 5 shifts that if you consider making and think about, this is how you start to get the body and health that you want. This is how you get the changes that you want in your life. I know you're probably thinking, all right, Lee, I want to know the magic pill. I want to know the magic supplement. What's the magic fat burning pill? What's the magic exercise? These aren't the things that really make it work. And I'm going to share with you what I've noticed over the last 23 years. You know, I've watched and studied people's behavior, psychology, and why people give up on their workouts and their goals, and why they pay for gym memberships, but then they never go back, and why they lose motivation. And they just settle for less. They settle for being overweight and unhappy, weak, in pain, and you know that, and why people give up on their diets. 85% of people give up on their diets, right? We have more gyms than ever, more diet companies than ever, but people are getting bigger, more sick and unhealthy. Why is that? So I'm going to share with you how people start to make it work in my program. So here's shift number 1 out of 5 shifts. It's not a magic pill. It's not a magic wand. It's not a magic running machine. It's not a class. It's not Les Mills, right? It's not an app. It's basically sustainability. Now think about this, because when you have sustainability in place, when you can actually keep to what you want to do or what you should be doing, you then have consistency. And consistency is really important. You know that, right? You're smart. You know whatever we do, we have to be consistent with it, or else it's not going to succeed. So when we have a system in place that is sustainable, then we can enjoy it, then we encourage consistency, then we get better results. All right? It's super plain and simple as that. A lot of people are trying things these days that are not sustainable, right? So this is why people are not lazy. They can't be bothered. It's what they give up because they haven't got a consistent, sustainable process in place, right? And it's mainly because it's not sustainable. Think about that. What you've been doing in the past, has it been sustainable or not? Often not. So many people start what is not easy to follow. It's overcomplicated or unrealistic in their everyday life. It is not designed for you or your life. Now, something people mention quite a lot is, I don't have time, I don't have 5 hours a week to go to the gym. Because if you've been given a program or been told you should be going to a gym for 5-6 hours, which often means 2 hours a day by the time you get there and back again, all right? That's a lot of hours out of your week. That's a lot of hours. And people can't keep to it. They can't sustain it. So what happens is they give up. And that's when it all starts to go bad. The most important thing is what you can do in the time frame that you find and that we allow. 30-40 minutes max. You don't need to do 90 minutes or 60 minutes. You don't need to do back-to-back classes. You just need to do the right thing that's effective and designed to work and proven to work. And then you win. Balance is super important. Sustainability and consistency are super important. When you have the right balance that suits your lifestyle, you then have sustainability and consistency in place. Now, here is shift number 2. Now, I often say to people, I can get you better results in my program in 12 weeks that you can't do in 12 months. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, Lee, I don't believe you. Is that for real? The truth of the matter is, it is for real, and I have plenty of pictures to prove it and video testimonials from my clients. But the reason why it's real is not because I have a magic pill, a magic wand, or a magic diet plan. One of the reasons why it's real is because, like I mentioned, we encourage these shifts into people's lives, and you'll see why. Sustainability was one of them. I encourage that, and I have a system in place which basically makes sure that happens. When you can get weekly results and you wake up and see your body changing daily, you see your waistline coming in, you see your clothes getting more baggy up because you're getting smaller, your belly fat is disappearing, your face is thinning out, right? You have more energy, you see more muscle tone. Your body is lifting rather than sagging downwards, right? You can fit back into them jeans that you wore 3, 4, 5 years ago. Then what's going to happen? That's a question to you right now. What are you going to do when you start to see them results happen in your life? I know what you're going to do. You're going to keep on moving forward, right? You're going to be super motivated to keep moving forward. So if I can get you to lose 6 kilos in the first 2, 3, 4 weeks, right? And you'll lose a lot of inflammation, waste product, body fat, excessive water, you will be super motivated to carry on. And that's often what we do. And that's a part of people being motivated. So if you're not motivated or you feel you don't trust any program, it's probably because it hasn't worked for you. And I have a very high rate within my program. People stick to my program. No one ever drops out within 12 weeks. Everyone is super motivated to move forward. And I tell you this because when you have something sustainable and you do achieve results each week and you see things happening in the mirror, like I just mentioned, and the clothes fitting better, you do not want to give up on yourself. You cannot get enough of it and you're highly motivated to carry on. Now, imagine each day if you could wake up and see and feel your waistline and belly going down. You looked in the mirror and saw it getting smaller. You're going to be motivated, right? You feel slimmer, you have more energy, you feel more confident in your clothes, and you love to wear your clothes again. You don't have to go to shops and buy bigger clothes. Some women tell me they don't want to even go shopping anymore because they keep getting bigger and they don't want to go to the next size up. So they order online, which is not a very nice experience. It's much nicer to go to a nice shop and see it, hold it, put it on and feel it. A lot of people aren't doing that anymore because they don't like the way they're actually increasing in weight. It's depressing. You'll no longer be feeling frustrated and disappointed seeing your weight increasing and going up and your clothes getting tighter each month. This is what happens when you see results on a weekly basis. You can wear the clothes that you want to wear on that sunny day. You can feel good about going on holiday again. You can put on those slim tight jeans that you love to wear, the designer jeans, Armani, whatever they may be, right? And also that slim fitting tight dress that you may love, you can no longer get into, that I'm going to show you in a minute, all right? Results are super important and they're very motivating. So here's one of the reasons why we get good results in the program, and it's something you need to consider if you're on a weight loss journey. And it's part of my secret weapon. It's called the afterburn effect. And as you can see what's happened to one of my clients here on the right, Anastasia lost 9.8 kilos down in 12 weeks. Now, Anastasia didn't need to lose 20 kilos or 45 pounds. She needed to lose around 10 kilos. And as you can see, it's a big change in her body. She looks super athletic, fit. She's a mother of 2 kids. She's a very busy lady. But this is something that I focus on a lot with my clients. It's not just about calories down. It's not about starvation diets. It's not about a diet in general. It's about speeding up your metabolism so we can use the stored fat on your body, like you can see that she has around her abs and her legs, around her belly, and we use that for fuel. So we're not relying on sugar, caffeine, carbohydrates throughout the day, like most people are doing. We're focusing on your metabolism, and when we do that, we switch on your fat-burning hormones, such as testosterone and growth hormone. These are vital to ensure that your energy and your vitality and you feel good and you want to keep moving forward. This is super important. If you don't feel like you have energy, if you don't have motivation, inspiration, and you just don't feel like getting up it and getting on with the day, it's because you're not healthy. It's because your metabolism isn't working for you. So what we do is we switch off and turn down the fat storing hormones such as cortisol and insulin. You've probably heard of them, right? And when we do that, what happens is we basically turn up the fat burning hormones. And this is a massive, major benefit of people succeeding in my program. It's something you really need to be working on. A lot of people aren't considering this. So many women these days are training wrong, eating wrong, trying diets, and they're just not having sustainable setups. So then what happens is their hunger hormones go crazy, they get more hungry, they crave for carbohydrates, they get more irritable, exhausted, then they look more swollen in their body and they get more stressed and they eat emotionally. Now, if you see the picture on the left of Anastasia in the black top, you'll notice that, by her body there, she actually did a lot of exercise before she met me. She was doing a lot of running and training, but you can see not much effect was happening in the right way. And that's because she wasn't training the right way for her body type. And that's what we did on the right. You can see awesome changes. Same here as well, as you can see here, 12 kilos down for one of my clients on the left. Now, some of my clients do not want to show their faces for privacy reasons. That's why I have to do this. But this is Eureka. She did really great. She lost like 12 kilos down. You can see the big change she has in her stomach area, right? Wonderful. Gone from not looking too good to bikini ready, right? You can see the picture on the right here, the lady in the red top. She did awesome too, Rebecca. She's a busy professional mother. She come to me and say, Lee, I want to see my abs again. I want to get rid of the belly fat and the baby weight that I have around. She needed to lose about 4 or 5 kilos, not a lot. But you can see she looks awesome. She wasn't comfortable with how she was before. Now she looks fantastic. Very bikini ready, looking fantastic for a mother. This picture on the left is Eureka again. You just saw her picture in another picture. As you can see, the waist she's lost there on the tape measure. Look, amazing. And we have here on the right, which is basically Tatiana, all right, who lost 9.8 kilos down in 12 weeks. She's still in my program, is still doing great. And as you can see, the massive difference from the left to the right, okay? Very bloated, a lot of baby weight, water, inflammation. Whatever she was eating was not agreeing with her belly. As you can see, getting bloated. Maybe you can relate to these pictures. Maybe you look like this, or maybe a little bit worse, I don't know. But as you can see, she's gone straight into a really toned tight physique and, six pack, looking really great. And we have a picture here of one of my clients, Marina, on the left. As you can see, the left picture here and the one in the middle is what she was 14 kilos before she started my program. This is her first pictures, and then she's gone to, after 12 weeks, into the little black dress that you may have saw earlier in the picture. Now, quick story here. She wanted to do my program to lose some weight and get in shape. She knew things were getting bad during the pandemic, And her goal was, I want to get back into this dress that I haven't worn for like 8 years or something before her kids. Then when she finished my program in 12 weeks, she took a picture of her in the dress. As you can see, absolutely stunning, looking amazing, super proud of her, lovely woman, and totally deserves to achieve the goals that she's had. Now, one of the important things to notice here, the pictures that I'm showing you, or I'm showing you from my clients, this is not from doing a lot of running. This is not from doing a lot of cardio, a lot of Les Mills classes, spinning, just walking the dog. You know, they've done a specific thing here and a process that, like I say, uses part of my strategy, which is the secret weapon, which is increasing the metabolism. Not just increasing the metabolism, but basically fueling the fire, putting energy back into the body, increasing muscle density. So we do increase the metabolism. This is super important that I want you to understand. This workshop isn't about, cut calories, starve yourself, follow this diet. It's not about that. They're all things you don't want to be doing. And a lot of the people you see in these pictures that I show you have done all that. They've been doing all that before they come to me. And that's why they come to me in the first place. A lot of these women have been training pretty well before they met me, but they weren't getting the results they wanted, or their weight kept going up and down all the time. You see, a lot of women believe they should be doing a lot of cardio, a lot of elliptical, cross trainer, whatever you want to call it. You know, they go to the gym and that's what they do, or they do a lot of running outside. But in many cases, this causes a lot of oxidative stress and a lot of stress on the endocrine system, which basically reduces muscle density. And that reduces the metabolic rate. Now, think of it this way. A lot of us are already stressed. Now, women are much more sensitive in their hormones than men are, for many reasons, which is too long to go into in this presentation. That's a whole new video. But when women are already stressed internally, what tends to happen is they put more stress on their hormones. And when you do that, this can affect the thyroid. This can affect so many different things. And this is why women gain weight much easier than men. And I don't know if you notice, but you know, if you are in a relationship or have a husband, a man can cut out on bread and a few beers and they lose weight very quickly. But a woman can't do that. If they do that, sometimes their weight can go up or nothing can happen. So I've had experience with training women like 23 years now. And let me tell you, training women is much more different to training men, online and offline. So there's many things you need to take into account. More stress on your body, in your hormones, on your endocrine system can cause more weight gain, more bloating. So you have to be very careful how you handle it. We focus on, in the program, for example, more metabolism, more muscle, and this means more fat burning. If there's one thing you leave this workshop knowing, is it's not just about cutting calories and eating less. It's more than that. It's about increasing lean muscle on your body. You can see the picture here of Jasmine from the left to the right. It's like 18 kilos less. And as you can see, much more shape, much more athletic. And this was done by basically increasing muscle, increasing lean muscle by training the right way, all right? And that also helps, of course, with getting more toned and more strong and having more energy. This is done by having small progressions in the program, not just doing anything, winging it and hoping for the best. Not just turning up at the gym or lifting a few weights at home or doing a few classes online or watching a few videos for free. It's a specific program and a process is in place that was designed for her body type, designed for her goals, and most importantly, designed for her ability and her lifestyle. Because if it's not, she won't keep to it. And that takes us back to sustainability. And also making sure that she's following a nutrition system that is easy, that fits into her lifestyle. Not something that's going to overwhelm her or stress her out while she's at home with her 2 kids and her husband. It needs to be something that fits into her life pretty easy. And once again, something that's going to help increase her energy, very important word, and increase her muscle, which encourages, of course, results. Now, if you do not focus on your metabolism, you will keep gaining weight, all right? And that's why we have the yo-yo effect. You will spend years trying and never seeing the results that you want. That's what happens as well, okay? And the results will never work for you. It never changes. You'll just keep wasting more time spinning your wheels for more years and nothing changes. And you'll be constantly worried in life. If I eat this, will I gain weight? For the weekend, if I go away for the weekend, will I gain weight? Is my weight going up and down? You would keep getting on the scales all the time and getting frustrated. Maybe you're doing that now already. Or maybe you've even given up going onto the scales because you don't like seeing what's happening. That's a really bad thing. You shouldn't be experiencing that. That's not healthy. And I call it the weight gain roller coaster ride. And this is something that a lot of women are feeling and seeing, so then they give up in the end. And it doesn't have to be that way. Now, when you fix your metabolism, you can do exactly what's happened here to my client Geraldine on the right. 10 kilos down in 12 weeks. Look at the difference circumference-wise around her waist with the tape measure. When you fix your metabolism and have your metabolism working for you, not against you, you'll keep your weight off for the rest of your life and the kilos will fall off and stay off. And I say this from experience, and I can show you in this workshop. You'll see as we move along. You'll have consistent energy all day, which is a very nice feeling. You'll fit into the clothes that you love to wear and you will glow with confidence, not have to wear the certain clothes and certain colors, or the larger size just to cover up your body because you're not happy with yourself. Now, I say this because I've spoken to hundreds of women over the years, right? I've helped hundreds, if not thousands, and they say these things to me on a regular basis on our Zoom calls. Lee, I don't wear the clothes I want to wear anymore. I have to wear black. I wear these clothes to make me look smaller. I wear things that are baggy rather than tighter. I don't feel I wear what I want to wear. I'm not being my natural self. I'm covering up more than just being my natural self. Not a good place to be honest with you. That shouldn't be something you have to do. And once you work with your metabolism in the right way, you'll feel sexy and slim and confident again and in control of your health and your eating habits. And of course, that word again, which is super important, your energy. Now, here's shift number 3. People say to me all the time, which is quite funny on Facebook, they reply to my posts and my testimonial videos. Lee, did this client actually get this result from training from home? Is this true? Now, the truth of the matter is, yes, it is very true. A lot of these people you're seeing on these pictures are training from home. And the reason why big reason was because of the pandemic, of course. That was a big shift in people's lives, as we know. People working from home, didn't want to go to the gyms. And not only that, I have a lot of clients that are so extremely busy with their work, right, and their family lives, they don't always have time to go to the gym. They don't have that 2 hours that I mentioned earlier to get out and get to the gym. They just don't have it. The commuting, backwards and forwards, they don't see the kids and all sorts of things. And this really gets in the way of their day. And as you know, if you are working from home, like I do, it didn't necessarily mean, as we thought it would be easier. It actually got more hours. I don't know about you, but that's what tends to happen. People working from home, they get up at 8 o'clock, they can go non-stop until God knows what time with back-to-back meetings online. So, I also have clients that they can work out some workouts in between their meetings. And this is also really cool and important because it gets you off the desk, gets you moving, gets that circulation going again, and helps you feel better. And a lot of my clients are saying that. All right. So you don't have to go to the gym if you don't want to. My clients do, but I have plenty of clients, probably around 60% are working out from home. And what you need is the right equipment. You need the right program. And there's not a lot like what they have here in this picture and in the following picture here. You do not necessarily need a lot of equipment to do it. You just need the right motivation and some space. So working out from home is super important because it can fit around your schedule. No stress, just some space. And you can get in the shower after and you've done your workout and you can have everything you need around you. So you need to be getting a maximum return on investment for your time. A lot of my clients love training from home, outside in their gardens as well. Whatever space you have, it's very time efficient and very effective. Less stress and it saves time. So working out from home in your own space and time, if you do not feel like you want to, you don't have to. You can just train at home. You don't have to go to the gym and you'll get results just like this. These clients were training from home as well. As you can see from the picture on the left, 10 kilos down in 12 weeks. Very nice picture there, shows a lot of change, body circumference. As you can see here again, the picture with my client, 14 kilos down in 12 weeks. She did absolutely amazing, Tatiana. Here's a client, Judith. Basically, she did really well. She was 5.6 kilos in 2 weeks down, 10 centimeters from the navel. And as you can see, this picture on the right, Eureka did a great job, 12 kilos down in 12 weeks. So a lot of things are going on. I have so many of these screenshots and photos. For time reasons, I can't show them all. Cut. So if you do go to the gym, are you seeing the results that you want? All right. Do you feel lost and confused if what you are doing is correct, safe, and effective? Because a lot of people don't. They're walking around scratching their head, wondering if what they're doing is really effective and if it works. The process is super important. The structure is very important. This is extremely common. People are just winging their workouts and hoping to see and feel weight loss when actually nothing is really happening. So here's shift number 4. Stop doing dangerous low-calorie restrictive diets. Now, probably 50-60% of the people that I speak to that come onto a call with me will basically tell me that they've done some diets in some way, strange way. And what happens is they really cause a problem with their thyroid. They have a very negative effect on what's going on with their bodies. So it's very important to have an understanding of this. When you do it right, you see the results you want. Okay, you do not have to eat like a bird. You can enjoy the foods that you like, and you can still see great results if you do it the right way. You can enjoy many foods you love and still lose weight and burn a lot of belly fat. This is what's happening all the time in my program. You can still enjoy carbs. You can still enjoy a glass of wine, but you must know how to do this the right way. You must simply understand the process, okay, and the formula that's set up the right way to help not damage your digestive system and your metabolism, but actually feed it and help it. And if you do it the right way, you will kickstart your weight loss and increase your energy. That does not happen by starving yourself along the way. So dieting will teach your body to store more fat, all right, each month and each year. So what I will say is cut dieting. It has a very negative effect of your thyroid and metabolism, okay? And it causes a lot of problems with your fat burning hormone called leptin. When you reduce leptin and you mess with this hormone, it causes a lot of problems on your thyroid and your metabolism, and you will struggle to lose weight. So yes, it suppresses your thyroid, slows down your metabolism, takes away your energy, you have less clarity and motivation, lowers your sex drive, lose your hair, bad skin, make you irritable. It's not sustainable doing diets, as I mentioned, so it's a couple of weeks and then you give up, and it will make you more hungry and crave more carbs. Now, if you've done diets in or tried to cut your calories, or even if you've been eating wrong and unhealthy and you've been making some bad food choices, then you probably have felt some of this along the way. If you're feeling pretty down and crappy right now and not feeling your best, it's because you're not eating right. What you eat is what you become, all right? What you eat is what you feel. You are what you eat. So if what you are feeling right now is not good, look into, what am I doing wrong? Am I eating wrong? Am I drinking too much alcohol? Am I taking in foods that are creating too much inflammation and irritation in my stomach and in my body? Because if you are, that's why you're feeling the way you are. It must be done correctly to have the body that you want. What I do say to people, if you stand in front of a mirror right now naked and you don't like what you see and what you feel, it's 9 times out of 10 because of what you've been eating, all right? Of course, we need to tone and tighten and strengthen our body. It's important for health. But what you're seeing as a reflection in the mirror is often because of what you've been doing through life or recently. What you're eating is showing and reflecting in that mirror. So this is a reflection of your lifestyle and the way you're treating your body right now. So that's probably why you're on this workshop. I also say to my clients that food is fuel. Many of my clients come into the program in the beginning and they think they got to eat like a mouse, right? Like a rabbit. And I say that's not the case. Food is fuel, and I educate my clients on making sure that they understand that. Very important that they understand to eat the right foods to give them the energy to be able to work out, have the energy to enjoy life, have the energy to be with their kids and have fun. And when you do that the right way, with a good, wholesome, balanced nutrition food plan, which is sustainable, all right, enjoyable, then you will completely change the way you look and feel. A lot of people aren't doing that. And that doesn't mean Atkins, South Beach, keto. It doesn't mean go vegetarian necessarily. I know plenty of vegetarians that are overweight and they can't shift the weight. I know many people that do fasting, but they still can't lose the weight. All right. Many people come to me and say, Lee, I do keto. I tried keto, but I still can't lose the weight. So it isn't about a diet. I say to people that come to me, don't expect a diet, expect a lifestyle. People sometimes look at me strange when I say that because they're like, oh, well, I'm looking for a diet plan. Well, you can go and download a diet plan from the internet pretty easy, I imagine. But can you stick to that? Not necessarily. The process is super important to ensure that it's sustainable and it's enjoyable and it gives you energy. Because when you start to lose your energy, you start to lose your mind. You start to lose life. And then what happens is you're not going to stick to it. And you realize it's not easy and the body will fight back. And in the end, the body and the mind will win. You will end up giving up. So here's shift number 5. Invest in a proven, experienced coach that understands and specializes in helping women. Now, of course, I'm a bit biased because I'm a coach, but this is really powerful. And it was a massive shift that my clients realized. And I say this for one reason and one reason only. Because whenever I've needed help with something, whether it's with myself, mentally, physically, emotionally, or in my business, I've sought out professional help. If I want someone to fix my washing machine, I would not ask a friend to do it or myself. I would go and get professional help. If someone needs help mentally and emotionally, they obviously go to a psychiatrist, right? They seek professional help. And that's what a doctor will do. They'll pass you on to a more specialist help. So it's very important to know that. It's an investment. If you're struggling to lose weight and actually get in shape, trying to do it yourself isn't the best way. If you want to fast track and get to where you want to be, seek professional help, right? Now, I don't say this because I'm trying to sell you something. I say this because when you do get professional help, whether it's me or somebody else, you will start to see and feel the benefits. It has to be a proven person that understands, they're qualified, they understand women's hormones mentally as well, physically and emotionally, and they have proven success. Now, when you do that, you will reach the goals you want. Trying to do it yourself, thinking if I can do it myself, you often end up going back to square one again. Maybe you've experienced that. I have. And I've invested heavily in the past and present to make sure I get what I want the right way. And I know I always succeed when I do that. You got to stop wasting your time spinning your wheels just hoping one day it will all change, because that doesn't happen, right? We're all different in many ways. You are very different to your sister, very different to your friend, very different to your mother. Yeah, you're a human, but genetically things are different. Hormone balances are different. Body types are different. Your mindset is different. Your ability to your friend is different. Your life is different. So you must have a personalized approach that is tailored to suit you. Like I said, your lifestyle, your ability, your goals. Because if it is tailored to you, you have much more chance of succeeding. Trying to do it all yourself and thinking you just put the puzzles together, you can do that. You might be able to save yourself some money if that's your main goal. But will you reach the goal in the end? Probably not. So in the end, it's just a waste of something that's very important in our lives, and that is called time. An experienced qualified coach will help you get clear, define your goals, and set your goals for you. Get you a clear understanding of what you want and why you want it. That helps with your motivation. When you go to work, you know what you're going to do. You have it set up. You know what you're going to do when you get up in the morning. You're sleeping thinking about it 9 times out of 10. But when it comes down to your health and your goals and to reach this goal, you don't really know what that is. A lot of it isn't defined because you're so busy in other areas of your life. So it's not clear. You don't have clarity. And if we don't have clarity on our goals, whether it's lose 20 kilos, 45 pounds, whatever it is, then basically, if you don't have clarity, you get lost. And when we get lost, we procrastinate. Maybe you can relate to that. A good coach will also help you understand your own unique ability to ensure safety and sustainability. All right. That's really important. Trying to do these things yourself is not safe. And also it doesn't encourage sustainability. So once again, a coach will help keep you on track, provide sustainable results, right? With a driven process that will fit into your lifestyle. Super important, as I've mentioned. This is vital. Also help you with accountability, daily support to answer your questions so you don't feel lost along the way. You need help, you reach out. That's what I do with all my clients. They have questions, they ask me immediately. They get answered their questions 7 days a week. Also encourage and motivate you to keep going, very important. Give you the knowledge and confidence and power to learn how to do this on your own for the rest of your life. I say to my clients, you won't need another program in your life. You won't have to buy anything else once you learn what I teach you. Now, when you work on these components here, you will succeed. And that's what happens every day in my program. Just like my clients are doing. You will succeed and you will achieve what you want. And if you don't have these components in place, you don't succeed. And that's probably why you haven't had the results that you want right now. It's not that you're lazy. It's not your fault. It's not that you're lacking motivation. It's not that you don't care. It's just that you're busy and you've got a lot going on and you're not putting yourself first and you're not having someone help you do that. So you just need right help and the right support with someone that understands you and cares to show you what you need to be doing along the way. And as you can see, once you have the motivation in place, mindset in place, the support, the accountability, you have a community of like-minded women doing the same thing as you, and they're on the same mission as you. And once you have that clarity and confidence in place, the structure and the process, then once again, we have that magic word, sustainability. Now, let me promise you this, having structure is super important. I've noticed that over the years, because if you don't know what to do, you tend to procrastinate. And a lot of women I've noticed is when they have that structure given to them, busy professionals, smart ladies, they have that structure put in front of them. They know what to do when they get up. They know what to do that day. They have it laid out. Then they just follow it. And when you have that, it's very rewarding. It's very de-stressing, because you know tomorrow I'm going to do this. Tomorrow I'm going to eat this. Tomorrow I'm going to buy this to eat this the next day. And you know what to do. It's all laid out. No stress. Then you get results like you see here in the pictures. Great results once again here. 10.9 kilos down from this program, from my program here. This was Katerina. And you can see here in 7 weeks, amazing result from around the waist. Really brilliant result. I love this picture from Susanna. 15 kilos down in the end. Great picture here from one of my clients, 10 kilos down in 8 weeks. Excellent result. Now, these women were right where you are right now. Okay, I want you to remember that. Now, yep, they're amazing women. They come into my program. I know them all very well personally from going through my coaching program. But I'm going to be honest with you. When they joined my program, some were very nervous, some were very apprehensive, some were unsure. This is normal. Some were unsure if it was going to work for them, right? But this is normal. The thing is, what they did was they took action and stepped forward. They took action and basically said, right, this is my time. I'm in, let's go. And when they did that, then they start to see these results. They were busy professional women, mothers with kids, running businesses, working very high up in some companies, having teams to manage at the same time, 10, 20, 30 people underneath them. But they just followed the program, followed the process, and it's very rewarding in the end. Here's another great result. As you can see from the belly around here, you can see a lot of foods not agreeing with her on the left, and look what happens on the right. Now, I have a question for you. Are you frustrated with your weight? Are you worried about your health? This is something you need to, stop for a moment, take a deep breath. I've showed you a lot in this presentation, but I want you just to be present right now for a moment. I want you to think about this. Are you frustrated with your weight? Are you unhappy with where you are? Is that why you're watching this workshop? Do you want to have a fit, toned, healthy body to feel proud of? Because I want to ask you this question. If you do nothing today, right? If you just flick off this video and say goodbye, move on, go on, carry on as you were, where are you going to be in 12 months' time? Where are you going to be in 3, 4, 5 years' time? Are you going to be in the same place as you are now? Probably not. You'll probably would gain more weight. You'll probably be in more of a worse situation. Nothing gets better by chance. It gets better by taking action and by change, by doing something different, by jumping forward and taking that step forward. And what I've noticed with all the women over the years that I work with, of course, some of them lack confidence in their ability even, and in confidence in themselves if they join this program, because they've had bad experiences in the past. Some have struggled for 5, 10 years to lose weight, ever since they left school, even more so, 20 years, 30 years. And then they basically come to me and think, how does it work in these pictures? Is it true? Because they've seen so much before in the past, or they've had so many bad experiences where it hasn't worked for them. So they lack the faith, they lack confidence. I don't want you to be that person. I want you to know that the results that they've achieved is because they stepped forward and said, right, let's go for this. I'm in. And the ones that go all in and take that step, if you want to call it a risk, take that risk, they're the ones that succeed. They're the ones that get the results. They don't just dip their toe in, they come all in and say, this is about me. This is about my life. This is now it's time to change, or things will start getting much worse. So I want to offer you this limited opportunity to actually do something about it, because I have set aside some time in my schedule to speak with, personally with you on Zoom. But I want to help you craft a plan and discuss how, you can reach your health and fitness goals starting from today, okay? Whatever you feel you've been struggling with over the years, believe me, I've helped plenty of clients overcome it. Whatever it may be, I've helped plenty of women get through these issues and get through these problems and come out the other end feeling much better. And I want to offer you this opportunity to do something about it right now. And if that sounds good to you, then you can hop on a call with me and basically start to do something about what you want to do. Now on this call, on this Zoom call, we will get crystal clear on what it is you want to achieve. I'll ask you some questions on what is it you want from yourself right now moving forward. What are you not happy with? How did you get to where you are right now? And I will basically give you a complete process and roadmap on what you need to do to move forward to make these changes. We're going to figure out what it is that's been holding you back and what needs to be done. And as you can see, my client here, Glenda Rowe, I just have to say I'm loving this program. I feel happy, energized, and motivated and capable, right? Which is a great thing. As I said, it's empowering to know what to do and how to do it, how to learn how to do this. 9 kilos lighter so far. I believe, and remember rightly, this was in her 6th or 7th week. So the cost of this session to you is absolutely free, 100% free. It's just a time for us to get to know each other. As you can see from this picture here, which I really love, 18 kilos down in 16 weeks. As you can see, the massive change going on here with her front and also in the back, also like this. This is the kind of thing that's happening all the time, every week in my program. All right, now if you want to know how I do that, hop on a call and we will make it happen. This is Nikki. She lost 16 kilos in 9 weeks. In the end, she lost around 18 kilos in 12 weeks, which is really good. Here's the picture again, 18 kilos down in 12 weeks. Now, I'm going to be very straight and very honest with you. What you're seeing here in these pictures does not happen by just procrastinating and wishing and hoping. It happens by starting the process. And how these ladies did this, right? They completed the application form on the next page. They basically got on a call and had a chat with me, and we spoke about how we can fix the problem for them. Now, Nikki came to me. She's a very busy mother and she gained a lot of weight. As you can see, 18 kilos. She was really not happy with how things were ending up and how she was looking and feeling. And as you can see, in 12 weeks, she did amazing, 18 kilos down. Super strong mother, super proud, and I'm very proud of her. She was an excellent client. So if you want to know how we do this, simply book a call with me. You can apply now for a free body and lifestyle audit. Now on the call, we will get crystal clear on where you are right now and where you want to be. I'll provide you with a roadmap and a plan for completely free. Now this call is basically to get an opportunity to get to know you, okay? And you can get to know me too, and I can explain how my program works. If you sound like a good fit for the program and you want to know more, of course, I'll explain how it works and I'll show you literally on a screen share what I do with my clients and how they get to where they are. For the sake of time on this video, I can't show you everything, of course, but I will show you on the Zoom call exactly what I do and how I do it and how I track my clients and how they go from their 1.0 version to their 2.0 version within 12 weeks. I have no problem with showing you everything on the call. So the next step is push the button on this page to book in for a call, complete the application form, which is some questions. The questionnaire is a way of me finding out more about you so I can help you quicker and get down to the details more on the call, of course. And that's it from me. I want to personally thank you for taking this time. I've really enjoyed doing this for you. And if you have any questions, of course, we can discuss them on the Zoom call. Bye for now, and I very much look forward to reading your application form and meeting you on Zoom. Have a great day.